going to read a story that was published at the Good Vibrations magazine, and it's the first line of it just came to me one time, and so I wrote it down, and the rest of it came as well. And the title of it is Cougar, and the cougar is simply a sexual phenomenon or identity, if you will, that I find potentially powerful and very helpful, as many sexual phenomena may be. So that's what this is about, cougar. And so am I what they call a cougar, the young Mitch wants to know, and I can only smile. Mitch thinks he's cool, thinks he's tough, thinks he's on to me in all his 25-year-old wisdom. And it's true, he is a little older than many of the ones I've gone after, but he's not the oldest I've tackled, not by far. Because while yes, I certainly am what they call a cougar, I've done my share of men my age too, and older. I do have a special fondness for the younger ones, though. Some are better than others, naturally, but I like to think that when I leave them, they're even better than they were before. I hope they've not only learned whatever technical knowledge they have with me, but that they've also seen what they're capable of, that they know they can please a woman, and how incredible it is to do so. It's important, and it works. It works to have a 42-year-old woman, not only a cougar now, but certainly a slut in her pre-cougar days, brazenly want to fuck you, be obviously turned on by you, show you not only what she likes, but that you are capable of giving it to her. And that's why I hope and believe they're better off after I'm done with them. I've left every one of them with a smile and a kiss and a look meant to cement that feeling of confidence, so they'll know how to give one hot fuck to the next woman that comes along, and the one after that. It's as though I consider myself a kind of veritable jump-start to sexual pleasure, setting off a series of sparks that turn to flames that turn to a collective sexual heat burning throughout society. A sincere, confident, knowledgeable one, which is exactly what makes it so hot. I harbor no delusions that I started this on my own, of course. I thank the countless cougars that came before me, that educated the boys I fucked my way through college and beyond on, developing the roaring carnal desire that still drives me now, and sends me back to those college boys to give back, if you will, and see that the lovely young sluts coming up after me get the same, if not better, variety of sexual college-age bliss that I did. A cougar, a woman who is older, say 42, which happens to be my age, who fucks younger guys, I confirm to Mitch, who almost flinches at both my casual use of the word fuck and similar mention of my age, making it hard for me to maintain my curious expression over a light-hearted laughter, not mocking him, of course, but rather seeing what it is that calls so much for his use of me. I stand up, say, "Why don't you come with me, Mitch?" and back up from the table at the cafe near the law firm where he's interning. Mitch does indeed stand up and come with me, apparently flustered enough to not know what to say, and as I hail a cab, I sense just a little bit of nervousness under that tough veneer. And that's okay. It means what's really underneath is starting to come out. That's part of the process. He's likely in new territory, and that brings nervousness out of a lot of us. In me, on the other hand, is heat. The low, primal, carnal heat that I feel when I've connected, when I'm well on my way to a hard cock inside me, and the rush of letting a young man know just how he's making me feel. And if he's not making me feel that way, showing him what he needs to do in order to. First lesson, I'll ask him if he has a condom. If not, this experience should teach him to carry them more carefully. One never knows when one might need one. But it's not all planning with me either. In general, what I hope is to lose myself in the experience, that it's so fucking hot and hard and messy that I forget what I'm there to do. Because then I do it even better. If I get done a sweaty, breathless mess who can't even remember her own name, I know that what I wanted to do has been fulfilled, and I didn't even need to think about it. I'll know that he's a spark on his own, well on his way to creating orgasmic fire across the board of all the partners he chooses, and I'm happy to have thrown on some gasoline. I'm wet now as I sit beside Mitch in the back of the cab. I want to rip his pants open and take his hard cock in my mouth right here, but I'll wait. I want to see what Mitch does when someone openly offers to let him call the shots, when he's put on the spot in a position he may be used to taking for granted or thinking he's supposed to have. That could be because it comes naturally to him, or it could be a bravado covering something inside him that may be helpful for him to recognize. Either way, or even if it's something else entirely. I'm ready with an interest, a smile, and a hot, wet pussy. All are his for the receiving. I drop my hand to Mitch's crotch and hear his surprised intake of breath as I grasp the rock-hard cock beneath his khakis. I smile and bring my hand back to my lap. And he is mine for the taking.